Hello, everybody. Species spotlight today. Got the Annandaliella travancorica. It's a tarantula from the Travancore region of India, like on the western side of India. So I'll have a couple of like graphics, couple of pictures popping up on screen. Let me make sure I pronounce it right. Annandaliella travancorica. Here, give it a listen. What do you think?
Annandaliella travancorica.
It has the Italian filter on it. Let me put the English on there. Let's see.
Annandaliella travancorica.
Kind of put it all into one word there.
Annandaliella travancorica.
Annandaliella. Oh, I had it the first time. Should have just Annandaliella travancorica. Got the second word down for sure. All right, but this one, what got me? I was interested. I was looking at the Wikipedia page of all the Theraphosidae spiders, and I was like, there's a ton of them from South America. A lot of them from like Africa and Mexico that are on there that'll have like full Wikipedia pages and such. And I was like, well, there's not as many that are from India. So what I was thinking is I would make this species spotlight because, it's not really for sale, over in the Americas, at least as far as I've seen, like any of the main spider sellers, which, I haven't checked that many. So maybe it is around, but you would think if people were keeping it as pets, there would be more information because I can't really find a whole lot of information. On like iNaturalist, you have about like total de observaciones tres, about just 3 of them. And then there's like when you do the cat's looking at the camera. When you do like a regular Google search, it comes up with quite a few websites, but they'll cite like is like 1909 Hearst 1909, and you go to this paper, and so there was a recent like identification of tarantulas in India. I'll put up that page on there too. And so it was like I assume one of the pictures that it shows, it's from this like July 2006 what do you call it, examination that they did. The paper that I'm referencing, it's like 3 different species that are in India there of the Annandaliella. And so I was just looking at the one species. And so it seems like there's only really that one paper so far. I mean, I could have looked a little bit further, but I was just like, with the limited amount of information on the Wikipedia page, and then with all those websites just kind of going back to the one paper, I was like, well, there could be, more information on there. Whoops, accidentally left the heater on. Hopefully that didn't mess up the audio. So the other thing I would say, oh yeah, so I know there's the CITES like kind of agreement between like Canada, the US, and Mexico. And so it doesn't really apply to like India. So I don't know what I looked a little bit into like importing animals, and it didn't say anything really about spiders. And then there was like a resource page, and you could like, reach out to them, but I'm really not in the position right now to import a spider, like go to India and import a spider, or I don't really think I would want to pay somebody to even like ship one over. It'd be interesting to know more, but I'm not super set on this one spider, but it would be nice. So that's why I'm, a species spotlight here. Put a little bit of attention on this species of spider, because it's kind of furry. When I saw it, it was, this picture that one of the pictures they have, it's like kind of grayish and furry. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. So I was like, you can make a video about it. And they stridulate. That was the other thing. They make the noise. they stridulate, which I find those can be pretty fun. Well, not fun, but it's interesting. Can be fun if you want it to be. It's all in how you look at it. That's really all about, because there wasn't too much information that I could find. I mean that the what do you call it? The article that I'm looking at. It does have some interesting pictures, and it does describe them pretty well, but it's there could be more information, that's for sure. But there is a whole lot of different tarantulas who still do need identification and such. Oh, and just to kind of elaborate a little bit more on the importing thing, is I'm not saying like, oh, it'd be a good thing to import them anyway, but it's just like, say, like if they're stuck in a endangering area, say like if their habitat's being destroyed and such, we could, bring over a couple mating pairs, see if it works out, and then you could, reestablish a healthy population in the long term. So, and if it would be better for the spiders to just stay over there in India, I would say don't even import them over here. But it's just it'd be nice to have more information, and there's a lot of definitely a lot of different species that could be probably kept as pets. But I'm only advocating for that if we really can't get around to fixing the damn environment, which we should be able to. Sorry for cursing there, but ideally we would leave these habitats in such a condition that the spiders could just live there and not have to worry about the species going extinct. But if they're endangered, and if we could do them justice by breeding them and keeping the populations alive and such, that would be nice. So yeah, it'd be interesting to get more information. So maybe we'll do another species spotlight after a while. And maybe, hopefully, we can do a return video on this. We could come back. Maybe there'll be a little bit more information. Hopefully. I was looking at some other ones, like there was the Haploclastus. The picture that I saw, that one, it was pretty robust. Robust, as they say. So, yeah. Hopefully I got enough photos and such. I'll input it into the video, and it should give you an idea about the spider there. There was some interesting information. I put the taxonomy up in there. So yeah, hopefully you find it interesting. If you know anything about the spider, let me know. I would be interested to know more about the spider. I hope you have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye.